Hey guys, welcome back to some more Motorsport Manager and part 2 of Season 4 of our Force India career in the Ice mod. And today we have the Beijing Grand Prix. We've had a couple of new parts on the car, but nothing really of note. And we'll just get into it. We've been working on reliability as well. We had a good result in the last episode, which is good. Yeah, a couple of you guys were very much supportive of Fernando Alonso, and you know, he performed very well in the last Grand Prix. It would have been very harsh to drop him, so we're not going to do that. We're just going to continue with what we have for now. You know, they're basically having a 6-race shootout. If one of them's not performing by, say, Cape Town, or just after that, then we'll maybe look at bringing Perez in. But that's all for the future anyway. Hopefully we can do alright in this Grand Prix. It has started to rain, so we'll get a bit of wet tyre running, but yeah, they've gone back out there on super softs and mediums, so we will get a bit of super soft running, which is good to know. And Alonso's actually wound up just a little bit quicker than Lewis Hamilton, but Lewis Hamilton, remember, did it on the yellow wall tyres, so that's certainly interesting. Let's get into Q2 then. Qualifying trim and super soft tyres, and the same for Fernando. And yeah, let's sort these setups out. That one was a bit better than the rest of them, and yeah, he wants a bit of this going on. Where was it? It was about, well, it was exactly there, wasn't it? Yeah, great was there, and the speed was about there. Is that right? Ish. Yeah, that's pretty good for Lewis, so we'll settle for that. What about Fernando? Has he had any good setups? He's quite happy with that one, so we'll give him just a touch more front wing, or downforce I should say. He's quite happy with them, so yeah, that was okay. So maybe a bit more like that for Fernando, and we'll send them straight out there. Fernando can go out first this time, and then Lewis can as well. We're not going to have any weight stripping or anything like that in this Grand Prix. We might do in future Grand Prix when the reliability is sorted, just to increase the performance a little bit. You have to assume that other teams are going to be doing it, so we're going to have to do it. But hopefully we have a good performance today. That is the plan. We had a good 3rd and 4th in the first Grand Prix of the season. It would be amazing if we could do that again. You know, I think consistency is what's going to give us a chance in this championship. I don't really have many hopes of winning the championship this year. I just don't think the pace is there. Our facilities are pretty much as good as they can be. But we've certainly got the best in Formula 1 at the moment, and yeah, it would be a big ask. But Fernando currently going a little bit quicker than Lewis Hamilton, so that's certainly interesting. We'll keep an eye on Lewis's times, although he has gone 2/10 quicker than Fernando in the middle sector. Here comes Fernando. He goes top for the moment, and Hamilton goes no he doesn't. He goes first, 4/10 quicker than Fernando, but Sainz Jr. has blown us out of the water. Hulkenberg and Vettel have split our cars again. Ricardo goes second. Stroll's split the Mercedes cars. What about Raikkonen? What can he do? Raikkonen goes through into 4th. Bottas has gone 7th. Verstappen's gone 10th. So Hamilton's putting a really good lap, as is Palmer. Palmer up in 5th place. What a lap from him. So yeah, Hamilton not exactly happy with his top speed. We can go like that. I think that could be excellent for him, and that's obviously good. So yeah, he wants a little bit less, I think. Or does he want a bit more? Is that what he wants? Yeah, maybe we'll go for that. Yeah? Yeah, we'll do that. It is 90% optimal at the moment. Fernando down in 13th. Not too great for him. I think he wants a bit more downforce. So we'll give him it. And we'll do that. I'll get him straight out there. So Hamilton's straight out now, and then Fernando. So let's see how we do on our. Oh, it's raining now. Never mind. I never looked at the weather forecast. That's a waste of tyres, but we'll just bring them in. It'll give us the feedback on the setup anyway. But no, a very interesting session there. Very interesting Q1. Gasly's going out. That's quite a shock. Can't quite see anybody else because of this thing. If we do that, Ferrucci going out in the McLaren as well. So yeah, a bit of a shock. Couple of shocks in Q1. Van Dorn getting through again. That's the second time in a row that he's done that. He's quicker than Fernando, in fact, which is impressive to say the least. So yeah, let's continue. Hamilton pretty happy with the setup now. What about Fernando? Yeah, he's pretty happy as well. So that's good to see. Got good setups on the car. We won't fiddle around with that too much now. But what we will do is get in the Q2. Hopefully get Fernando through. You know, he's in 13th in Q1. Maybe his one lap pace isn't quite there. We know his racecraft is still there, but yeah, 13th place wouldn't be good enough. There's 6 cars in between our cars at the moment, and that's really not what we want. A couple of people have gone out on the wet tyres, so you know, they're getting a bit of experience out there. Showboating, really. I know Buemi did it a few years ago at Silverstone. I think there was a red flag, and then even though there wasn't enough time to finish a lap, he went out there and did a bit of showboating, which was good for the fans, I guess. But anyway, I digress. Hamilton in 6th, we'd be very, very happy with that, definitely. But going out in Q1, Will Power, Pierre Gasly, Santino Ferrucci, Robin Fritz, and Simon Pagenaud. So let's get into it. Q2. A lot of pressure on in this session. Doesn't look like it's going to rain. We'll get Lewis out there straight away. You know what? We'll actually go with those tyres. But for Fernando, we'll go slightly differently because I'm less confident of getting him through. We'll go for a brand new set. I mean, to be fair, we've probably made the wrong choice with Hamilton because he will start the race on these tyres, but who cares? I've made the decision now. Hopefully he'll still have the pace. You know, there's only been an outlap took out of them, so I can't imagine he'll be that much slower, but you never know with these things. So he's come round the last couple of corners now, and here he comes onto the pit straight to start his lap. He's got a little bit of traffic to contend with in a Mercedes, and he's got a Ferrari right behind him. Fernando's got a bit more clear track, so we're expecting Fernando to be slightly quicker in the first sector, which he is. 2.5 tenths quicker actually, Fernando. So very interesting that the first sector Fernando seems to have the edge over Hamilton. He's come through the second sector split now. That's a purple obviously, and Alonso is a tenth slower, so There we go, here comes Hamilton. He goes first for now. Alonso comes through a tenth slower, but Sainz Jr. is the quickest, of course. Hulkenberg goes quicker than Hamilton, though, which is certainly interesting. Obviously, Hamilton on a used set of super soft tyres, so we will get a new lap out of him. Another lap out of him, I should say. Vettel, Kvyat and Palmer are all slower than Alonso, which is good. Senna's split us. What about Bottas? He goes slightly quicker. Verstappen is coming through now, and he... Where's he gone? He's gone 5th. So both cars inside the top 10 at the moment, which would be a positive result, most certainly. But we'll send Hamilton straight out there again on a new set of tyres. I think Alonso's in need of a new lap, another lap as well. So we'll send him out again. See if we can get him through to Q3, because I think Vettel's going to improve. I think Castroneves has the potential to improve. I don't think anybody else is going to. Palmer put in a very good lap in Q1, so it's a bit confusing as to why he's down in 14th now, but never mind. So there's people... are they coming out of the pits? Maybe not. Hopefully Hamilton will get a clean run this time, although people are coming out of the pits. And here comes Hamilton, and he will have a clean run in it this time. So let's keep an eye on Lewis this lap. Let's see if he can improve in the first sector. Obviously last time he was 2.5 tenths off Fernando. This time he's done a lot better through sector 1, as has Alonso. So here they come now, up through the middle of sector 2 and coming up to the sector 2 split. And he's only half a second off at the moment, which would be a really, really good lap from Lewis Hamilton. And here he comes up to the line. Where's Lewis Hamilton going to go? He goes 5th. That's a terrific lap from Lewis Hamilton. What about Fernando? He comes through and he goes 6th. So we are 5th and 6th at the moment, out qualifying the Red Bulls, only 8 tenths off pole position. That's a really positive performance from us in Q2 so far. We'll keep an eye on Bottas though, because he is improving, as is Verstappen. But they have hit some traffic, so it'll be interesting to see whether they can improve enough. They are getting closer. Middle sector, Red Bulls quicker than the Mercedes. Here comes Bottas. He's going to go 2nd. That's a brilliant lap from him. And what about Verstappen? He goes 6th. So we're now 7th and 8th, more where we'd expect. Hulkenberg in the top 10. Palmer can only manage 13th, and nobody else can improve. So quite an exciting Q2 there, and yeah, pretty positive performance from us. Only 8 tenths off the Mercedes, and looking good at the moment. Looking really, really good. So, do we fiddle with the setup a little bit more? That's the question. You know, if I fiddle with it a little bit more and maybe get a couple of tenths out of it, I might be inclined to do practice in the next episode, which would be a bit of a change for me, wouldn't it? So, yeah, there we go, going out in Q2, Bruno Senna, Danny Kvyat, Julian Palmer, Castroneves, and Stoffel Van Dorn. Let's get into Q3. Obviously, it's all about the one lap, really, in this one. Right, so he wants... So that was good. He wants slightly more. If we go for that. And that. That might be enough to get him an excellent. Let's send him straight out there. And Fernando. We haven't got too much data on what he likes stiffness wise, but maybe do that. Like that. And it looks like he does want slightly more front wing. We'll maybe go for that. So let's send him out there. See if he likes that setup. And see if it makes any difference. You know, if it does, I might do practice in the next episode and try and give us the best chance possible. But we'll see. We will see. So here is Lewis Hamilton on his outlap. should probably get a clean run in Q3. Interestingly, Verstappen is using a used set, so we will finish ahead of him. I mean that we're hopefully going to qualify at least 6th and 7th here, which would be a great performance. So here comes Lewis Hamilton then, starting his lap now. Let's see how he does. He's got a clear track ahead of him. He should be absolutely fine. Let's see if we can see his 1 lap pace. How's Alonso going to do compared to his teammate? He's only a 10th off. Hamilton is quickest at the moment of anybody, which is incredible. He's not going to go quite as quick in Sector 2. Sainz Jr. has that honour, and Hamilton does go 7/10 slower. Alonso 1.3 seconds slower, so Alonso must have been slowed down on his lap, I'm guessing. But Hamilton only 7/10 off pole position this time. What about Stroll? Is he going to come in and spoil the party? No, he's not. He goes 2nd, so Hamilton 4th at the moment. Where's Bottas going to go? He goes 5th. Verstappen coming through now. He's obviously not going to go quicker. Raikkonen's gone 3rd. Verstappen goes 7th, so good stuff. Yeah. Do we do that and then try and get these spot on? That looks pretty good to me. And yeah, this is Lewis Hamilton's chance. I don't think he's going to make up enough time, but certainly close. Let's do that. It's risky, but we've got to try and improve Fernando's time. But we're expecting improvements from some people, so you know, it might not be a foregone conclusion that Hamilton's going to start 5th, but we're looking a little bit quicker than Red Bull at the moment, and it's quite refreshing to see that. Really quite refreshing to see that. Not as refreshing as that apple juice, but pretty refreshing anyway. Alonso's got the car in the perfect window, which could signal that he's about to do something very special here. Hamilton coming through Sector 1, and he is slightly quicker, and he is quicker than first place at the moment, which is good for us for tomorrow. The middle sector, I'm not expecting we're going to be quite as quick, but here he comes through the middle sector. He is slightly slower, but this would be an improvement on his personal best lap so far. Here he comes up to the line, and he stays 5th, but is slightly quicker. Alonso goes up to 8th. Not quite good enough, really. Yeah, 5th and 8th. Not brilliant from Fernando, but brilliant stuff from Lewis Hamilton. It does look like Carlos Sainz is going to go a lot quicker though here, and basically say, you know, you're not as quick as you think you are. Bottas is going slightly quicker, and he comes through. He goes 6th. What about Verstappen? He is going quicker. I don't think he's going to quite beat Hamilton though. Sainz Jr. has just put in an incredible lap. 9/10 quicker than anybody else. What about Ricciardo? Where's he going to go? He goes 4th. But what a lap from Carlos Sainz. We are 1.7 seconds off pole position. He hooked it up there, didn't he? Goodness me, what a lap that was. Wow. And there we have it. Carlos Sainz on pole position for the race. So yeah, Carlos Sainz Jr. Starts on pole, Lance Stroll in second with Kimi Räikkönen in third. Daniel Ricciardo will start fourth with Hamilton in fifth, Verstappen sixth, Bottas seventh, Alonso eighth, Hülkenberg ninth, and Sebastian Vettel in 10th. What a lap from Carlos Sainz, though. What a lap indeed. So we're going to go race trim and medium tyres, why not? Because we'll switch on to them. Yeah, push to the limit, that's of course what we're going to do. Before I do all of this though, we are going to save this setup for Hamilton, and then save this setup for Fernando. I don't know how you use your saved setups, but I'm sure we'll find out. Anyway, that's fine. What? No. We can weight strip. If we did that, it might help us out. But look at the reliabilities. I mean, it might be worth doing it for Fernando, because he's got pushed to the limit, hasn't he? Tell you what, we'll try it with Fernando this race. We're not going to try it with Hamilton, but we'll see how much better Fernando can be. So let's push them from the start as always and get into the race. Here we go. Auto and auto. Lights out, away we go. Lewis Hamilton off to a very good start initially, and he slots into 5th place. It's pretty much as you were as we start the race. Hamilton obviously quickest through sector 1 mainly yesterday, and he's having a look round the outside of Daniel Ricciardo, although he has now got a Red Bull round his outside. But Hamilton remains in 5th place. Alonso meanwhile down to 11th. We're going to switch him on to medium straight away, just to save his tyres and his car a little bit. But Hamilton up to 4th now. He's overtook Daniel Ricciardo off camera. Maybe he's a bit camera shy. And now he's going after the Canadian Lance Stroll, and then the world champion Kimi Räikkönen is just ahead of him. So Hamilton looking to make inroads early on in this Grand Prix. Looking pretty good at the moment though. He's round the outside of Stroll and through into 3rd. So Hamilton looking good at the start of this race. We'll see how he does against Kimi Räikkönen now, and he goes down the inside. What a move that is. Hamilton up to 2nd in this Grand Prix. What a start for us here. Alonso battling it out. He's up to 9th, but looking good, looking very, very good. Hamilton doing really well in 2nd place. He's catching up to Carlos Sainz in his former car. Alonso drops to 10th. He's got France ahead of him, which is quite frightening. Hamilton down to 4th now though. Don't quite know what's going on. What's this? Ah, that's cool. I've never seen that before. Now then, how many laps have we got in this race? I think push Hamilton we're going to pit Hamilton. We're going to pit him in. We're going to get him onto the medium tyres. We're going to get him there, out there till the end of the race. I think that's a great idea. And we're away. And we're going to have some clear air, which is really good. Alonso in 10th at the moment, fighting off Danny Kvyat for the final point. We've got Hülkenberg ahead coming into the pits. I think Alonso needs to attack this lap as well and come in. What we're going to put on his car? I think we're going to put the soft tyres on his car. We're going to split the strategy a little bit here and see exactly what we can do. in this race. Hamilton in 20th at the moment. I don't think he's going to be in the race to win it, but you never ever know. He's in now. Fernando Alonso going low and low. It looks like there's been a mistake. He's away. And there was a mistake. Really frustrating that. But he's away. And in 19th place. Hamilton up to 17th now as people are making their pit stops. This is where he will be making his time on the leaders because he's got fresher tyres, and he is the leader of the sort of people who've pit. And here he comes round the final turn. He's coming through now. Where's Hamilton gonna finish? He's ahead of Carlos Sainz Jr. Only just, but ahead of him nonetheless. I mean, Carlos Sainz should pass us quite easily, you would imagine, but you know, he's doing alright. And he's got the performance increase, remember. Alonso 18th, quite a way behind his teammate, but you know, still in a good position to get some points today. Hamilton in the net lead of the Grand Prix, I think. Who's this just ahead? That's Van Dorn. Although Sainz has just made a move past us, and now we've got a Red Bull right behind us, and he's made a move. Verstappen through. Verstappen is through. Hamilton making a move now as well. So Hamilton up to 9th. Stoffel Van Dorn's got a problem. Alonso in 16th. People coming into the pits now. That's Sainz Jr. No, it's not. I beg your pardon. It's Palmer, Gasly and Van Dorn who came into the pits. Hamilton up to 7th, sorry. Just ahead of Kimi Räikkönen on track. We've got Vettel behind him as well. So plenty of battles on track to be had in the next few laps, you would think. Fernando not really seeing the performance increase by the weight stripping, but he's doing a decent job. Carlos Sainz Jr. has just set the fastest lap, and he's virtually in the lead of the race now. He's just got to get back past Castroneves and Kvyat. Neither of them coming into the pits this lap, which is quite a surprise. They must be losing a lot of time. Pagenaude is in 4th. Power has just retired from the race. That's not good. Hamilton's front wing not looking healthy, but hopefully he can look after his car. Alonso's should be fine. So yeah, let's just keep Hamilton's car on low engine modes and see how far he can get. We'll move Alonso on to push. He's ahead of Senna. He's got half of his tyre life remaining. Right then. Kvyat leading the race. Kvyat into the pits though. Sainz Jr. has now took over the lead of the race. Castroneves is still in 2nd, although he has a mechanical problem. Pagenaude is in 3rd. Verstappen 4th. But he has a mechanical problem and looks like he's about to blow up. He is coming into the pits this lap. Hamilton managing to just stay ahead of Kimi Räikkönen, although he's just gone past. So Hamilton through on Max Verstappen, back up into 5th place, which would be a good performance in this Grand Prix. Ricciardo up to 6th now. We've just got to hope that some of these cars have mechanical issues. Obviously Pagenaude's going to come into the pits momentarily probably. Ricciardo currently catching up to Hamilton. Räikkönen in 3rd, looking good. The world champion, of course. Pagenaude is coming into the pits this lap, so Alonso will be elevated into the points. He is having a bit of a ding-dong battle with Senna at the moment, though. Oh, that's not good. Hamilton's front wing is damaged. Is he losing time, though? If he's not losing time, we'll keep him out there. And he's not. He's not actually losing time at the moment. Kimi Räikkönen managing to hang on. Sainz Jr. is coming into the pits this lap, which is a surprise. So Sainz Jr. is in. He's having some of his parts fixed, I think. So we're going to go up to second in this Grand Prix. Sainz Jr. away. So Hamilton in second. We've got Räikkönen in first now. Alonso ninth, but his tyres are shot. We're going to bring him in. What do we do here? We put him on a set of that. Fix his end. Oh. Nah, surely he'll be fine. Surely he'll be alright. Yeah, I just don't think Alonso's going to survive till the end of the race on those tyres, so that's why we're bringing him in. Hamilton can hopefully hold off Ricciardo, or at least Bottas. Räikkönen up ahead, looks to be in control. Ricciardo is doing fine. Bottas is coming in this lap. Stroll has a mechanical issue. Sainz is pushing hard. Senna's coming in this lap. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. I don't know how far Alonso's going to get up the field, but we'll see. Hamilton's still in second. Carlos Sainz setting the fastest lap of the race. Yeah, we're expecting that. Why the hell not? Actually, that's why he's smoking now. This is not good. Can Hamilton do one more lap? I think his front wing is completely broke. But hopefully he can hang on to 5th place, although he's going terribly slow now. Alonso's engine's gone. Oh no, it's all gone wrong in this last lap. We've just pushed a little bit too hard. And yeah, Hamilton's tyres have completely gone off now. Hamilton's not going to finish inside the points. Alonso's dropped to the back of the field. Although Hamilton might actually still get a point here. He's going to get 2 points somehow. Somehow he did that. But Kimi Räikkönen, the world champion, has won the race. Ricciardo in second, Sainz in third, Stroll in fourth, Kvyat fifth, Gasly sixth, Castroneves in seventh, Bottas eighth. In the end, Lewis Hamilton finishes 9th and Sebastian Vettel in 10th. Alonso finishing down in 19th place after we brought him in for a late pit stop. But yeah, a couple of points I guess, but a missed opportunity you would say. You would definitely say. And that's a little bit of a disappointment, but let's just continue on. I don't think they'll be in. Oh no, there was. Who was that? That's a drive-through penalty for Pierre Gasly. Time penalties being applied. But nuts and bolts of it, we're 5th and 7th in the championship, 3rd in the constructors. Yeah, I don't think it's our year. Qualifying pace looked good, but in the race, reliability still is a bit of an issue, but we are working on it very hard in between rounds, and hopefully we'll manage to keep going with that. So we're now in the red. Could find ourselves in a lot of debt this season. We've obviously took a bit of a risk with developing some more facilities to try and forge ahead in the championship, but we'll see what happens. But if you've enjoyed that, make sure you leave a like down below. Really does mean a lot for me and for the channel, and I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.